So yeah, this is ARMS, which is that game that everybody says is dead, but it kinda isn't. It's seen as small, but it's there.
I know so little about this game going into it. I was expecting kind of an intro. I didn't realize. I just realized, oh wait, we kind of skipped one, but oh well.
Oh shit, you're going through the dialogue really quickly.
So this is a motion control game?
You can play with standard controls, but
Okay.
the considered default is using double Joy-Cons.
Yeah, I just remember like use the Joy-Cons and like actually punch with them, but is there actual like what do you call it, like aiming with it, or is it just like that's just a way you can use it because that was a gimmick they thought of?
You just have to like kind of like vibrate it just a little bit to get it to throw a punch. You can curve it in multiple ways.
Oh dear.
And there are like two different arms that automatically home in on the enemy.
Oh, so like if you were, say, using a standard controller, how would you curve it?
Use the
two sticks?
left stick, I believe.
Okay.
I don't play with those controls too much.
Is this got like multiplayer in it? Because it looks like it could be an arena fighter.
Yeah, it does have multiplayer.
Okay.
It does have like up to 4 players, and it does have stupid mini-game modes that we'll see later.
Oh.
And I just realized too late that this isn't Dr. Coyle's standard set of arms, because you could unlock different arms for characters in the Arms Getter, and you could customize it up to 3 different arms.
This is a lot to take in. We just jump right the fuck into it.
Yeah, at least it's with me who's played this game. I'm definitely an advocate. Are you tired of Smash netcode? This game has rollback.
Does it?
It does!
Oh my god! Wait, really?
Yes!
Oh my, what? Then, fucking Smash, for God's sakes.
Thought you'd win, huh?
So there is actual dialogue?
Like, some characters have, like, short English sentences, some have Japanese, or in Twintel's case, some French. I don't know what the fuck Kid Cobra is saying, but he's... I forgot who he was voiced by, but it's somebody that you should know.
I'll look it up at some point.
I'm looking it up right now.
Excellent.
Ryota Takeuchi, who is also the voice behind such famous Calexo characters like Abigail in Japanese.
Oh, hell yeah.
Abigail!
I mean, he's got big arms. He could fight in this.
Are they extendable arms?
That man can do some amazing things, so I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, the most combo that you're gonna get is 2 or 3 hits.
So, I'm not really clear on what makes this game... what makes the fighting in this work, because it just seems like a lot of throwing out attacks.
It's mostly based around movement, trying to predict what your opponent is going to do, and the 3-way guard attacks. You can throw people who are guarding, and you could attack people who are trying to throw you.
Okay, so it's a lot about actual, like, movement dodging.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of Smash-esque, actually.
Yeah. While your quote-unquote special attacks are determined by your arms, your abilities are determined by characters.
That was a voice.
So, yeah, she's pretty amazing.
He's a soccer player? Or a hockey player, rather?
He's a snakeboarder. Too bad we're not going to see his stage because it's like banned from ranked matches because it's terrible. Because they're like snake boards you could get on? And it makes it really hard to like hit your opponent on them.
This is the thing.
Yeah, they put a lot of thought into the universe of this game. That's another reason why we should appreciate it. Oh yeah, also there's a human basketball.
That is a thing that's happening. Oh, is this like a mini game?
Yeah,
Okay.
although you have to complete this stage to pass.
Wet.
Yeah.
Which is a bitch in skill shot, which we might see later, especially against certain arms. It's like you try to hit as many targets as you can as they pop up, but you can also hit your opponent.
The voice of the announcer is
Biff.
something.
It's funny because in like when they did Arms Directs, he was like, "Hello, everybody and Arms fans. I'm your humble host Biff." But here he's just like,
Bunny, 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 bunny.
This seems like a strange. How does it? It's like a big projectile fight. It's like the Toho fighter, but with like your arms are projectiles.
it makes sense. It makes more sense than those fucking Toho games.
I mean, that's true.
Like, there's no random weather conditions. You won't run out of special moves like Paper Mario Sticker Star.
Christ. But I loved Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, or whatever that was fucking called.
I don't play Kingdom Hearts.
I just thought that there was like, oh, they put Kingdom Hearts on the Game Boy Advance, so that's cool. Let's play it, and it's like almost like Kingdom Hearts in 2D, except there's a card system where you can't use attacks until you draw cards. It's like, why? People just wanted Kingdom Hearts. Like, stop being shitty.
Just put Kingdom Hearts on the Nintendo Switch.
At this point, I'm surprised. It's like they, instead of doing the thing where they remake the game and port it a million times, they just keep making really dumb sequels. Actually, no, they do remake the games.
2.5.
Oh yeah.
2.6.
Like half sequels in a way. I don't know. I haven't been following the series, to be honest. Every time it's just like, oh, they made it like the 10th game for the PS2. And it's like, I don't care.
I know Nimrod is into that shit. How does he keep up?
I think he pays attention to it. I don't think he's actually played most of them. To be fair. This is one of those games where, like, when you don't really know the mechanics, it just kind of seems like mindless nonsense. Because you can't control, like, each one of these arms individually, can you?
Yeah, you can.
I guess they are kind of curving in the same direction.
Or are you talking about, like, that third arm that pops up?
There's just a lot of attacks coming out that are,
Back to the lab.
Is our character the one that actually can fly? Or can they all do that?
She can fly.
Okay.
So her gimmick is, if she does a charge after a dash, she gets a third arm which she can use. Or, if she does a charge while guarding, she could turn invisible. This also applies to her when she gets up. And she could also fly.
That's a lot.
Yeah, usually they have like 2 gimmicks going on, but Dr. Coil has 3. Like Ninjara over here, his air dash is a teleport, and if he guards an incoming punch, he will automatically teleport.
I was gonna ask, is there like much point to getting close to someone?
Pressure. You can pressure certain people with certain arms if you're up close. And also, yeah, you can get outdistanced.
Oh dear, she's invisible now. I guess that's the point of like the big heavy arms, is like you want to get close to somebody because they move so slow.
And they can overwhelm arms of smaller weights.
Wow. This is...
Yeah, you also have to consider weight and elemental properties too.
This is just one of those weird things where it's like, Nintendo does a lot of weird, ambitious stuff, And like, sometimes it works out, and sometimes it, people kind of forget about it. I feel like this game kind of gets left on.
Oh yeah, I definitely feel like it's a big slept-on hit. But I can understand why people probably won't get into it so easily, because controls, all the stuff that you kind of have to learn.
It's weird. Like, I'm always kind of just confused why, like, Nintendo never made, like, a more traditional fighting game, considering there seems to be a fairly big market for it, and they don't have one, you know? They just kind of say, like, well, Smash Bros. Is it, and just kind of accept that.
There's, like, no Street Fighter to Nintendo's name. Although I think the story behind this was just, like, the Mario Kart 8 devs just wanted to, like, make a game where you fight from, like, the back view.
I like the design of the characters a lot. I think they're very interesting.
Oh yeah! The design of all these characters is fucking great. Like, it's kind of coincidental that Dr. Coyle came out after Moira got into Overwatch, and Dr. Coyle's a clear winner.
Oh yeah.
Because she's, just like they're just like, let's make a supervillain scientist. Let's go crazy with it. And fucking Moira's just like, haha, eugenics go brr.
I'm gonna be honest, and this is gonna sound weird. I just look at her and I'm just like, yeah, she looks like Janice as a scientist. I mean, the character,
I can see
Janice.
that. Yeah.
It's just the hair and the general attitude.
That. Oh god, here comes skill shot. We straight clowning.
This character has a lot of going on with her design. I just picked up on how much candy is in it.
Her gimmick is that she can inflate when she guards, and that leads to a whole bunch of inflation fetish porn.
You didn't need to tell me that.
Sorry. But she does have, like, one of the more unique arms, the clapback, which she has. It's a shield where you send it out and it doesn't move, but if an incoming punch hits it, it will reflect back.
So, do the different, like, can you pick which arms you come with, or?
Yeah.
So, like, each character has their own and you can, like, mix and match them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, like, these aren't actually, Coil's arms, so...
Yeah, the Sparky was, a part of Ribbon Girl's default set.
Ah. Do you pick sets, or do you just pick, like, the actual, like, 3 arms, or whatever?
You make sets with, 3 slots.
Okay, yeah.
And you could pick, which ones you'll use in battle, and you could have, different arms for each fist.
It's like a really very specific, like, third-person shooter kind of game. Like, it's all projectiles, and it's all, like, your different weapons, but...
The Bouncer! I had to get that out once. So, stupid thing that I found on the ARMS wiki. People think that Dr. Coyle is Springman's mom.
Because their arms extend. That must all they must all be related.
No, it's not the fucking Game Theory Luigi is Peach's mom because they have the same earlobe.
Game Theory, Springman is dead?
Springman is a himbo?
No.
He has himbo written all over him.
I feel like for the purpose of the video, I should repeat this. I think the main theme of this game is insanely good. Like, just stupid catchy, and I can't stop listening to it. And then
yeah, the default motif is pretty good.
And then I found out, like, every single character's theme in this game is just that motif with, like, different instruments, and that's, like, it's a good theme, but it also feels kind of weird just to make all the songs kind of the same in that regard.
I think there are some themes that have their own motifs, but it definitely is very apparent, but I do like the way how they incorporate it into each individual theme to make it kind of sound unique at least.
Yeah, they work it into the theme rather than make like they all have the same base. It's just kind of it's an odd choice, I'd say. I guess mostly
I
'cause-
think it works better than Smash Brothers. You could fight me on this.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. I just it's weird coming from like a fighting game background where you state for character having just, you know, their own unique theme. Whereas this one is like, I guess it's mostly like the arenas.
Yeah. The stages that come with the characters.
Which, I mean, that's another fighting game thing, but like given the aesthetic here, it does make sense they would have similar motifs.
Yeah. Oh yeah, fun fact, if you do a certain knockdown move and your opponent hits the spring, you could combo off it into a rush attack.
Oh,
And
jeez.
people found this out on day 0 during an invitational tournament for the game, because one of the developers pulled it off against the winner of that tournament. Actually, it was the producer, Mr. Yabuki, that did it, and that's when people found out that there is more to this game than just stand, throw, punch.
This is honestly the kind of game where, like, without having played it, I'm just like, what is going on?
It's a lot to take in, but it isn't, like, bad.
It's Trombone. Oh, it's more like the, Ripley and the Power Loader. I did not...
Get your hands off her, you bitch!
I do not know this character. I have never seen her before.
Mechanica.
Yeah, this one's new to me.
So she has super armor against uncharged punches, and she can hover. Her story is that she was a fan of the Arms League, but she didn't get the Arms ability, so she just made a suit so she could participate.
I love the just I'll build it myself approach to character design.
Yeah, like, the reason why so many characters have stretchy arms is just because of some phenomenon that happens at some point in
I was
their
gonna mention
lives.
that, like, that was in the, Smash reveal at some point, I think, where it's just like, well, how do they do this? Well, they have it. They were born with it.
Yeah, Springman quote-unquote said it was pretty rad when he woke up with stretchable arms.
It's just... It's like when you have your growth spurt, you just have your arms just...
It's puberty and then your arms just unravel. That would be fucking horrifying.
This whole thing
like-
is just like, why isn't Jolene in this game?
It's like, Mechanica didn't get arms at birth. Kid Cobra was born with arms, and that's apparently pretty rare.
I mean, I was born with arms too, to be fair.
No, like the arms after. Shut your. And then Dr. Coyle over here experimented on herself to get it, and it worked.
Well, you know, she's good at her
Everybody
job.
has masks to control this ability too. If they don't, it'll just like become spaghetti.
That is way more lore than I would have put into a game like this.
Well, they did it,
I'm unstoppable.
but I think they incorporated like that part of it really well into the character designs too.
Why does she have Samus's, like, shoulders?
Because they're big, chunky shoulders, and that's cool.
Why is this guy here?
Because he's Misango. He wants to give you his friendship bracelets.
I was gonna compare him to that guy from Street Fighter V. I couldn't remember his damn name.
Nakali?
Yeah.
I made that dude! I mean, I could see that because they're both based on Mesoamerican cultures.
Yeah, there's really not a lot of tying them together. I'm just out of it.
So, Misango's gimmick is that little spirit thing, which essentially gives him Monado arts, but only 3 of them.
The power of
So, like,
arms, arm, and arm.
The power of being fast when blue, being a bulky heavyweight when red, and stupid rush gimmicks when yellow. I think for that one, if he enters rush and your opponent is also in rush and they try to do a rush attack against you, he'll just deflect those punches. Yeah, see, he's got that little barrier, but oops.
He's got little, like, bouncy hands.
Yeah, the glushers.
They're just like big berries.
They're like big balls of poison.
Berries could be poisonous, I think.
Yeah, berries can be poisonous.
So,
And
yeah.
I've yet to mention all the stupid names that all of the individual arms have, like Homie, Cracker, Kablammer, Slapamander,
Slapamander?
the Burr Chuck.
I was trying to remember the ones from Smash, and I just didn't remember those. It was like
Dragon, Megawatt, and the Ram Ram.
Ram, that's it.
And you probably might have guessed it, you can toggle off items. They're just on in the Grand Prix.
Oh, yeah. To be honest, I just noted there were items in the game. There's a lot to take in here. Oh, yeah, she is poisoned.
And her voice is like...
I'm so overloaded by what's going on, I just noticed there were health bars.
What?
It's like I could have assumed they were there, I just didn't notice them until now. Wham!
Wham!
My arms are great.
I'm gonna start using that from now on.
My arms are great. So yeah, this happens if you don't lose a round.
Oh,
He was originally unplayable, but they decided to make him playable in an update, which I think is neat.
so they kept up with this game, huh?
Yeah, they did for a while. It's like, Max Brass, Lollipop, Misango, Springtrong, and Dr. Coil are all, DLC fighters, and
Oh.
they're just updated to the game for free.
Damn.
Along with new arms that they can mix and match, and achievement badges which you can earn by doing stupid things.
Oh, they added achievements. I was always kind of surprised Nintendo never followed up with that trend because everyone else is doing it.
I mean, it's neat in ARMS' case because it was really hard to get the in-game currency to even partake in the ARMS together, but badges earn you a lot of coin.
Ah.
So yeah, Springtrong has that EMP, which disables your arms, which is a bitch to deal with.
I'm
It
glad
also powers him up, too.
they just randomly added Metal Sonic to the game. That was nice of them.
Yeah, it's like with Springman, when he gets down under 25%, he'll be, like, charged constantly, and he'll get better dash speed. But with Springtron, they decided to let him do that whenever he feels like, but when he's down under 25%, then eat shit, buddy. You're on your own, good luck.
The reversal. That was a timer, too.
You are not winning this round, buddy. Yeah, Springtron is fucking difficult. I like fought him against him this morning on normal difficulty, and fucking damn, I probably should have picked a character I was actually maining.
Should mention this is a level 4 run, so how many difficulties are there?
It goes from 1 to 7.
Ah, okay. This is straight in the middle.
I guess you could just do it the coward's way, which is, you know, valid.
Dude's putting her on guard. What is he doing?
He's charging up his EMP.
Oh, okay.
Or are you talking about the Dr. Coyle player who's just
No.
being a coward?
No, I was just wondering what that flashing was. It looked like he was activating a mode like over and over again.
That's kind of what he's doing. Could you imagine if Akuma did that and then suddenly your guard breaks?
Yikes.
Akumatron?
Oh no! Well, that was
Give him extendable arms.
there was Mecha Akuma and one of those Marvel games.
Perfect. We could just use those sprites and give him a fucking big boxing glove he could shoot out.
I do like the I kind of have to keep going back to Smash. This is really all I can say on, but like the guy, the director or whatever, was just like, you know, there's not really a main character. It's like your fighting games need to like kind of do that more. Be like,
Yeah.
it's like you have this huge roster, but it's like, oh, you know, Ryu's the protagonist. Like, why?
Why?
I mean, I guess
He doesn't do anything except spell.
I guess if you want to have one main story, then it makes sense. But I mean, it's a fighting game. You don't need one. Like, everyone's here. You know, everyone's got
Everyone
their own
has their
reasons.
own purpose for fighting, right?
Yeah.
And I'm just really glad it's Midman because she's a really good design too. And like, how else would you incorporate like regular smash attacks into any of these other fighters?
Honestly, I
What's
think
Springman do? Kick? He doesn't kick.
I straight up believe that the reason they did it is because they're keeping their whole like no assist trophies thing in place. Why it took them this long to add a character from this game in Smash, I have no idea. But
They're still a little bit in development when Smash's roster plan was like finalized.
yeah, but didn't they add Byleth before that game was finalized?
Fucking Fire Emblem privilege.
Yeah, I know exactly.
And it's
Like-
also Pokemon privilege too.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I like Pokemon, but yeah, I am definitely expecting another Pokemon this season
I
pass.
keep forgetting about that. Yeah, it's probably gonna end up happening.
But I'm just wondering, like, who?
It is funny that they got this far and they're like, more Nintendo characters. Sorry, guys. Running out of third parties that want to join us.
I mean, the third parties that came in are pretty neat, except like Joker because he smells and he's homophobic.
Yeah, Persona. Anyway,
I mean, Persona music is cool, Persona aesthetic is cool, but Persona's story is not cool.
I've heard very little about it, and everything I heard about it is awful, including like the things from 4, based on
Yeah.
characters that appeared in the other fighting game, BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle.
It sucks because I main Kanji.
Yeah, Kanji's great, but apparently they don't handle him very well.
I kind of want to make like my own spin on Kanji based off of BV tag, but I'm like not a Mugen coder.
I made my own version of Kanji. He yells a lot.
Yeah, I want like a standard version though, but maybe with like homages to the YouTube poops he's been featured in.
So,
So-
this is this the final boss?
This is the final boss if you're on level 3 or lower,
Ah,
because something happens after this which makes it a lot harder. So, Dr. Coyle and Max Brass were probably in a relationship, and this isn't game theory shit, it's actual in-game shit.
oh. You you make it sound like something that's gonna happen is really awful.
No, that's just kind of all we know about it, and Dr. Coyle really fucking hates Max Brass. I mean, who wouldn't look at him? He's a dork. He inflates his muscles, and he says, "Magic muscles!"
I would hate anyone that does that, to be fair.
He's 52 years old.
He's got big squeaky hammers.
Yeah, the Kablammers.
He looks like a design.
It's kind of stupid, but it's like a pretty good, like, person who commissioned the tournament to happen design. He's just covered in fists.
He's
Like,
the
him and Antonov would be drinking buddies.
I was gonna say Mr. Satan, but no, yeah, definitely Antonov. Although I don't think he's got anything on Antonov personally. He just seems like an idiot.
He's not low tier.
Good point. Very good point.
Because he's literally like a kind of slower, heavier Springman, but if he charges up fully, he gets super armor. That's why he bulks up. And also, when he's under 25%, he's bulked up permanently.
So how do you tell their charge? Is that a little triangle?
No, that's their rush gauge. You can tell if they're charged if their arms start glowing. There's usually like an elemental effect that will glow around the arms that'll tell you that they're charged.
But there's not like a bar for anything.
No. It's just like you hold a movement. You either hold dash, jump, or guard, and then they'll just charge up.
Weird, but... I guess this game has enough buttons as it is, so... For, like, how just, like, mobile it is.
Yeah.
I love replays like that. What was that?
She said your worst nightmare, and I had to look at the quotes page to see that.
I was gonna comment on the big fist on that announcer's head, but that it actually opened up. This is the thing that's happening.
So, yeah, I pissed myself when I saw that in the trailer the first time. Well, not literally, you know what I mean.
That's a thing they did, alright?
I mean, they had to make it harder, so why not have 4 additional arms?
Just a big head fell out of the sky and gave this dude 4 arms. Or more arms, rather.
So, you have to deal with Max Brass's bullshit, but now he has 6 arms!
He's just all like 6 arms are better than 2.
Although this guy is making it look pretty easy.
Yeah, he just destroyed him, it looks like.
I know that there's an additional mode that they added where this thing is an item that you could put on, but it has like a timer on it. So you can't like wear it forever, and if you get knocked down, then it falls off your head.
You get to be the final boss temporarily.
Yes! It's actually pretty cathartic.
I want that in Tekken, like you just randomly transform into True Ogre.
You get a snake arm.
Jesus. Anna Williams starts breathing fire.
So yeah, his rush attack is him just shooting a projectile,
Just
which
shitting.
like hurts like a bitch. Yes, he shits out a projectile. Also, there's no time limit when you're fighting against him, so you can't time out and cheese him that way. You like have to kill this guy.
Oh wow, yeah. Something's happening there.
Eyeballs. I don't know what the fuck she's saying there.
Something about garbage.
Garbage day.
It might as well be her. Okay. Well, I'm glad he's okay. He has belts for arms.
Yes, he has champion belts for arms.
Wow.
Yeah, they're like really creative on how to tackle like character ideas.
Are there,
Although I still have to ponder why they made the robot duo fucking cops.
are the are the crowd like themed after the fighters?
Yeah, their headgear and shirts change depending on the characters that are in the arena.
That's really great. Wow.
I wonder if that's true for Smash as well.
Probably
Like if you have
not.
Min Min on the stage or not, but probably not, given, you know,
Yeah.
making crowds is probably a pain in the ass. See the boxing ring and its N64 model participants. So I like the credits theme. There's no clean rip of it, and this guy's going to cut past it.
Let's say I don't remember hearing this.
Thank you,
bye.
my little guinea pig.
Oh.
Yeah, you get a post-credits image, and this is, you know, I used to date this himbo. Let's face it, Max Brass is a himbo.
Face it.
Himbo!
Max Brass is ruined.
Yeah, Muscle Slim!